Hello. My name is Claudia Alick, and I am an art maker, and I am a change maker. In 2009, I awoke in indescribably intense pain. And that's saying a lot. I'm a poet. I have a lot of experience describing things. And the last 5 years have given me a lot of things to describe, like hospitals. Hospitals smell like peppermint, disinfectant, and urine. And limping downhill on an uneven slope can be exhausting, but doing a wheelie on it and catching air, that can be exhilarating. And walkers need cup holders. Seriously, mine is pimped out. These things are quite necessary. Now, y'all might be surprised, but having a disability is not always fun and easy. I know, I make it look really good. But in the United States, getting access to good or affordable health care, it's super complicated and super hard. And isn't it crazy that people have to fight for access? Because here's the thing, disability is the one identity that everyone belongs to. You and everyone you know and everyone in the world has or will have a physical or mental or invisible disability. It might be permanent, it might be transitional. I believe that I am transitional. I'm with the help of a whole lot of doctors and nurses and technicians and a Reiki artist and a Feldenkrais instructor and clergy of several different faiths and friends and family and strangers and a blind massage artist from the island of Grenada. I can now do this. Oh, please, thank you. But it's really not that impressive. I'm just standing here. I'm not trying to be inspirational for you guys right this second. And honestly, when people are all like, oh, Claudia, with your struggle, I find you so inspirational, I kind of want to slap them. Oh gosh, do not take this as advice. We're at TED. People are sharing inspiring ideas. Everybody would be getting slapped. I'm possibly going to pick that up again, but don't worry. I'm doing really good. I got this. Now, some of you probably want to ask me a question, and it's okay. It's common. You want to ask what happened to your leg or to your arm or to whatever body part of mine it is that you're noticing is behaving in a non-normative fashion. What'd you do to yourself? What's wrong with you? Side note, you should never ask somebody what's wrong with you. Seriously. Now, I'm not judging. Okay, I'm human. I'm judging a little bit. It's a little rude. But you are not a bad person. You are great. You're just asking the wrong questions. Today I am going with gravity. When I succumb, when I release, when I recover, I rise. When the world turns, you are falling, undisciplined through space and time, with only the motion of orbit keeping you in place and only the illusion of stasis to hold on to. Undisciplined falling. This is everything. Standing is falling stationary, like sticking it, like success, like the crowd goes wild. Standing, everything is normal. Walking is falling forward, catching yourself in rhythm. Walking through the fire, walking over broken glass, walking on sunshine, walking, everything is fine. Falling feels like failure. Expectations lead to disappointment when you can't rally, when you can't rise. This sensation is depression. everything falls apart. Today, I continue to fail. To fail again, to fail again, to fail again better. To walk through the pain, literally working to stand on my own 2 feet. When I fall, I curl into a ball. When I have to stay down, when I cannot rise, I hang on to the one lesson I have found. When life brings you low, learn to love the ground. Thank you. And thank you, Cornflower, for that awesome beat. I want to show you a little meme I've been playing with. Do you guys know what a meme is? Now, I'm not an expert. I'm a practitioner, which is the beauty of a meme. Anybody can do one. It's kind of like pieces of culture that people are passing from person to person. Maybe it's an idea, or a behavior, or a video, or pictures. This one is, well, it started off as non-can sapo, which I am pretty confident I am mispronouncing. But according to Wikipedia, Japanese schoolgirls were taking these pictures where they would do poses from the Dragon Ball Z show where they would do the Mangan Sapo attack. And then an offshoot was Hadouken. And that's from the Street Fighter game that has a similar attack style where the guy shoots at an energy ball and he goes, Hadouken! And I call mine Hadouken. I'm not attacking people, though. I'm shooting out, like... yeah. I'm shooting out rays of positivity, but the effect is pretty much the same. This is Hadouken Rui. I do these all over the place. You know, I go cool places, I meet cool people. This is in China. This next one, oh, this is in LA. And let's see. Oh, this one, that's Oregon Shakespeare Festival staff. And that was the first day I had a staff, which I thought was really funny. I promised myself that I would stop this particular project when it stopped being hilarious to me, and it just hasn't yet. That was Hadouken Michael, and oh, this is Hadouken Glee. These kids, they are so talented. That's the Penn State Boys Glee Choir, and I go up to them and I tell them I want to do a Hadouken picture, and they're like, oh, we totally know that, and boom, boom. They were like posed in seconds. And then this one I took in Fargo, North Dakota. Huh? Thank you, AJ. Now, this particular project is impossible to do without other people's participation, which is kind of a great metaphor for life, right? Impossible to do without other people's participation. This next piece that I want to do for you is going to need your participation. It has a hook that I'm going to need you guys to do with me, like in a hip-hop song, you know, a hook. So this one goes, rooted in oppression, rooted in oppression, rooted, rooted, rooted in oppression. Huh? All right, so let's practice it once through. You guys look nervous. Okay, one time, rooted in oppression, rooted in oppression, rooted, rooted, rooted in oppression. Very good, okay. I'm asked what you want to be called, Black, African American, colored. I figure you can call me a nigger if you like, because none of them English words will ever sound right. I am the descendant of slaves, and any name in this language can only label me the same. It's all rooted in oppression. Come on, y'all, rooted in oppression. Rooted, rooted, rooted in oppression. I sleep in a dashiki. I don't perm. I wear my hair natural. On Thanksgiving, I eat collard greens and cornbread casserole. I study the accomplishments of my ancestors, and I try to emulate them. And yet, if race is a social construct which has been proven to genetically not exist, that means it's something people in power made up so they'd have an excuse to dominate me, which means my black pride is simply rooted in oppression, rooted in oppression, rooted, rooted, rooted in oppression. Hip-hop grew from seeds planted in poverty and watered with trickle-down economics. Like trees pruned to bloom, our youth were tortured into brilliance. Politicians made empty promises which make great fertilizer, and raging rhymes flourished, breaking out into wild-style signifiers, all plucked, packaged, and sold. And yet, artists reap the least benefit. For record execs and CEOs harvest the most profit from the music I make, from the music I buy. I love my diversity in ethnicity and sexuality. I love that there are so many different ways to define me, to limit me, to box me in safely. Truth is a double-edged sword, and so is everything else I love, apparently. What holds me up keeps me down, but gosh darn it, it's my identity. So screw it. I'm going to have to be the hypocrite of this revolution, rocking righteous rage and intellectual confusion, destined to fight the man with the only tools I've been given, even if they all are rooted in oppression, rooted in oppression, rooted in oppression. Thank you. You're really great. Now, the reason, thank you, Broncar. The reason I wanted to show you these photos is because I think they're a great example of the kind of work I do. I'm a multidisciplinary artist. I'm a producer. I guess I'm kind of a philanthropist. I got a lot of, irons in the fire. But I was trying to figure out how to sum it all up, and I realized that what I do is that I participate in other people's awesomeness. And I make awesome things, and I help to facilitate other people's awesomeness. And that awesomeness might be a scholarship for little children in Africa. And, well, then I need a visionary who wants to make sure there's a scholarship for children in Africa, and then I need 35 people to tap dance to entertain the people I need to give me the money, and then I need people in Africa to teach the kids. And when you stack these things up, you go, how am I going to do this, right? Because it's a lot. But what I do is I come up with the goal, and then the stuff just seems to fall into place. Maybe what I need to do is make a Grammy Award-winning Shakespeare project, and so I'm going to need audio engineers and directors and brilliant actors and an awesome text. Or maybe I'm going to need to do a poem that speaks a truth, and so I'm going to need people to inspire me, and I'm going to need to write that poem, and then I'm going to need people to hear me. You know, I found that life is full of abundance, and that you always have what you need when you have yourself and a purpose. What's my name? What's my name? What's my name? Don't you dare hold your tongue and try and look to the left or the right. You better stare me in the eye and hope you ain't blinded by the light. Claudia, the unbelievable. Claudia, the unforgettable. Claudia, the unbeatable. Claudia, the undefeatable. You just try and forget this. I ain't that easy to miss. I'm the black, bisexual, Buddhist, disabled chick. I'ma fill every demographic. Give me a box and I'll check it. Give me a stereotype and I'll wreck it. Give me a barrier and I'll break it. Give me a scholarship, I'll take it. 'Cause I'm the ultimate minority, the poster child for diversity, the daughter of an immigrant, and us first-generation kids know you gotta make it, 'cause when you got odds against you, the only choice is to be excellent. And when you go both ways, you got more places to go. And when you get where folks is at, you get where they coming from. So here I am, letting all of my seams show, because who gets it better than one of your own? And we're all family, and I can't promise to be polite or PC, but this life is on loan, so I will speak with all honesty. So here it is, the agony and the ecstasy, the gifts of privilege and the history of slavery, the medical mystery and the suffragettes' progeny, the striver's dream and the cynic's bravery, because I gots to believe it all turns out fine, that every challenge that kicks my behind only gives me more opportunities to refine the mad skills I got to blow your mind. So give me a box and I'll check it. Give me a stereotype and I'll wreck it. Give me a barrier and I'll break it. You give me a future and we will create it.